This is part 2 of the 9 secrets to public speaking. If you haven't watched part 1, click on the box to watch it. Secret number 5 is creating a jaw-dropping moment. Bill Gates started off his TED Talk in 2009 saying, "Malaria is spread by mosquitoes. I brought some here. There's no reason why only poor people should be infected." And he opens the jar of mosquitoes. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. Emotionally charged moments are memorable. They allow people to take in information more vividly. It could be an interesting fact or even a disturbing image. Dr. Jill Taylor brought a human brain when she gave her talk about her experience with a stroke. It could also be an idea. Someone once said, "We can bring woolly mammoths back," during a talk on DNA research. Over time, we may not remember most of Bill Gates' speech, but we will never forget the mosquitoes. These memorable moments also create interest and attentiveness. They're also great headlines to going viral as well. When Bill Gates finished his speech, the phrase, "Bill Gates releases swarm of mosquitoes on stage," was trending on Twitter. Secret number 5 was creating a jaw-dropping moment. You probably realized by now that facts have little to do with how great a speech is. That's why great speakers aren't all geniuses with super high IQs. A great speech is determined by the ability to captivate an audience's attention. Creating jaw-dropping moments is one example. Humor is another. Secret number 6 is humor. Incorporate humor into your presentations. What if you're giving a business presentation and you have to be serious? How can other people take you seriously when you're delivering a funny speech? Well, humor and funny are two very different things. Funny involves telling jokes. You don't want that unless you're a comedian. The best way I can describe humor is understanding the emotions of your audience so well that you can form a sense of familiarity that makes them feel like they're not the only ones who have that feeling. If that explanation was confusing, don't worry about it. Someone once said, "A successful person does not focus on trivial matters. Instead, they focus on the big picture." So you can come back to that explanation, but in the meantime, make it an effort to incorporate humor into your everyday interactions. You'll probably find that you're already humorous. Notice when you do it and take a mental note on how you're doing it. Notice how other people use humor as well. That selective attentiveness alone will allow you to become an expert in no time. Secret number 7, it's all about the numbers. The maximum length of a TED Talk is 18 minutes because it is long enough to bring a point across. Any longer, you'll risk losing the audience's attention. So keep your presentations to a maximum of 18 minutes. Secondly, our brains can only take in a certain amount of information at a time. 5 to 9 main points to be exact. So try to focus on 5. Go up to 7 if you must. You'll also notice that the number 3 is everywhere. There are 3 books in a trilogy. There are 3 medals in the Olympics, 3 brown bears, 3 little pigs. There was a TED Talk called "How to Tie Your Shoes in 3 Minutes," and it was a big hit. So while 5 to 7 main points is great for your presentation, 3 would work as well if you didn't have a lot to talk about. Have no more than 3 supporting points for each of your main points. Finally, the average speaking rate of the best TED Talks is around 163 words per minute. It really depends on your speaking style and the type of presentations you are giving, but generally, if you are anywhere between 140 and 190 words per minute, you are alright. Secret number 8, engage all the senses. We've heard of the saying, "A picture's worth 1,000 words," but that is only the tip of the iceberg. When we give a presentation, we are only making use of one of our 5 senses: auditory, The audience hears our speech. If we were to include gestures and pictures, it becomes visual as well. The more senses we engage, the better. If we could deliver our message while activating all 5 senses, we can supercharge the emotions. You might be thinking, isn't it kind of hard to include smell, touch, and taste into your presentation? What are you going to do? Give everyone food so they can taste? I want you to close your eyes right now. Think of a juicy steak, grilled perfectly, with black ground pepper on top, and its nicely charred exterior. And once you take a bite out of it, the juice just oozes out. If you like cheese, just imagine some cheese on top of that steak as well. Maybe it's a burger. Notice how you started to salivate? We don't have to actually bring a skunk into an auditorium to simulate smell. We can simulate these senses through our words. Secret number 9 is stay in your lane. Do what you're good at and continue doing it. If you are a great motivational speaker and enjoy motivating others to having a positive attitude in life, don't give a speech on technology. Stay in your lane. This goes back to passion as well. By staying in our lanes, we have more passion in our presentations, and we can more easily teach the audience something new, since it is a topic we are already familiar with. And that was the 9 public speaking secrets from the world's top minds, based off of the book by Carmine Gallo. If you liked that video, please take a fraction of a second and press like. Subscribe to my channel to see new videos every Sunday.